Cell phone.
The cell phone. But how do you know if we're getting the best service with the right phone? We have so many needs with these telephones, these cell phones.
That's true, but thankfully today we're joined by a very nice guest who's going to be answering a lot of those questions. Bill Buckbee from Madstar Mobile, the newest national wireless carrier, and they're actually based here in Connecticut. Welcome here to CT Style.
Thanks so much for having me. We're in New Milford.
Now, why did you guys choose New Milford?
Well, we're from New Milford. I'm 4 generations deep in Connecticut, and that's where we live, where we're from, and where we're planning to stay.
Yeah.
So what is so cool? Why should I get rid of my current carrier and switch to you?
Well, great question. There are no contracts. That's one of the biggest pieces.
Okay.
No contracts with us at all. There's no credit checks. And if you switch over to Madstar Mobile and you have to pay a cancellation fee, we'll credit that fee to you all the way back through as 25% off your monthly bill with us. So you get that money back if you have to cancel. And you know what? In the first month, if you try us out and you don't like the service, we'll not only help you switch back to your previous provider, but we will pay your activation fee, your reactivation fee with them.
Sounds too good to be true.
Yeah, that's not too shabby. Now, how about some of the coverage?
40,000 towers nationwide. So we'll cover you wherever you are. We'll let people test it out. Hey, try it out. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
But we have phenomenal coverage everywhere we go, and people switching over from the other big names that are testing it out and saying, I can't believe how great this coverage is. Even in some of the spotty areas of Connecticut, you know, where you get those spots in the hills where it doesn't work, and it's working great.
What possessed you and your comrades to come up and compete against really huge mobile companies?
Well, you know, the industry's only about 15 years old. So people have been jumping into it, and they've been sticking with what's there and not looking at their bill anymore and not looking at their service anymore, not reevaluating. And we started doing that, and we said, wow, there's so much more we can do to help evolve the business. And, you know, what you accept is what you're going to have. So,
because when I get my cell phone bill, and I don't know if this happens to you, I pretty much know how many minutes I've used, and I look at my bill and I'm like, did I break a window? Did I offend the CEO of this company?
Yeah.
So how much am I going to pay for just basic service with you, and what does basic service include?
Well, it depends on what you need. You know, every individual is different. Your cell phone needs are very different for every person. We start at $22 a month.
Okay.
For your
and that
basic
gives you
coverage.
what?
That gives you, I think it's 250 minutes and 250 texts. Okay. So somebody who doesn't, they may have a flip phone, which is nothing wrong with that at all. They can bring their own mobile device even over to us. We can reactivate that device, and they can have a great service. Our probably most popular plan is $55 a month, unlimited talk and text, and 2 gigs of data.
Okay, and then how about if you go over that?
We can sell you extra data, absolutely.
Okay. All right.
But again, it's based on what your needs are, not necessarily here's a chunk of data that you may or may not use. So why don't you just go ahead and take that and see how we do.
Well, I think it's also important with all the fine print. I just re-signed to a new carrier, and it sounds great on paper, but then when you get your first bill and then you see all the fine print, you're like, wow, I didn't know I was signing up for all this. So what are some of the things that we should be looking out for in the fine print?
One of those, first thing, you know, a contract. You don't need to have a contract. Why lock into something that you don't need to? Second of all, look for some of those fees. Some of them charge a smartphone fee. Did you know it's even on your bill?
No.
They're charging you to have a smartphone that you already paid for. So it's really important to look at what those things are and question them. You know, question what these are.
Yeah. And then you guys have a podcast on your website too. What do you guys?
We do. We call it
about
Madcast.
Madcast.
And you're Madcast Mo?
I am Madcast Mo.
Ooh,
I host the show. Madcast Mo hosts the show. We have different celebrity friends of ours come on the show. People like Ken Shamrock, Marysol, Kevin Nash, different celebrities that want to come on and talk to us.
Marysol goes on every other week, right?
Oh, yeah,
Love to have you on.
Oh, yeah.
Anytime you'd like.
Big.
In fact, we're talking to one of the Duke boys this week, to Byron Cherry, who was the cousin Coy Duke who came in. He'll be on the podcast this week. All right. The Madcast.
And also you have one big celebrity. Can you mention who this is that might be coming on board?
I can't quite say who he's going to be
You
yet.
could, but then you'd have to kill us.
For next time.
I'll let you know.
When you come on the show.
Let's just say it's a legend in the rap community. I'll say that.
He's resuscitating Biggie Smalls.
Oh, wow.
He's probably on an island with Tupac, and you're going to bring him over.
Bring him
right through.
Bring both of them back at the same time. Why not?
Great,
right?
wouldn't it?
Yeah. Now, how do people sign up? What's the process?
You know, there's a couple of great ways. You can go on to madstarmobile.com. Our website is very easy to use, and we highly recommend checking it out. Give us a call. You know, again, you're calling New Milford, so it's 844-MADSTAR. And I've even had people go on to our Facebook and want to chat through Facebook. Go ahead. We're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that fun stuff, and we're very interactive with all of our people.
We also have a special offer for CT Style viewers, I understand.
We do. If anyone signs up for the $55 plan or higher, they want to add a second line, we're going to give you a free phone.
What?
When they add that second line. And it's going to be an HTC Desire or an iPhone 5C.
Nice.
All right, and that's while supplies last, we're going to do that. But these are great phones. I mean, and this is how confident we are.
Run, don't walk is what he's trying to say. Tell us.
Just jump right in.
Exactly.
All right, Madstar Mo, thank you so much for joining us here
Thanks
today.
For having
or
me.
Bill, or Madstar Mo, whatever you want to call him. Make sure you guys check out the website, madstarmobile.com, or call 844-MADSTAR. Maybe you can even get a T-shirt like that. Where's our T-shirt?
When did you sign up?
I dig it. Well, I will be next week, but stick around because after the break, we're going to tell you how an international air